All right, we're here on a somewhat cloudy afternoon. We're doing a home inspection with Homework Inspections. We deal with these guys on the regular. They're a great group. What we're going to do is go in there, see what he's doing. He's going to explain a few things, what he's looking at, why he's looking at it, and some recommendations he has for any fixes. With home inspections, you also have to realize that it's more of a to-do list of what you need to do with your home. A lot of people have the perception that a home inspection is a way to always negotiate price on every little thing that comes across in the home inspection. Generally, that's not the case unless it's something structural or safety. If it's one of those two, structural or safety, absolutely. It gives you a reason to potentially negotiate price. Also gives you a reason to maybe even back out of the offer. Conditions are there to help protect you. So if there's something about the home inspection you don't like, you can always have an opportunity to get out of the contract. Anyways, let's go in. Rick's inside. Let's see what he has to say, and let's go check it out.
It's with a mid-efficiency furnace, which this is 18 to 25 year life expectancy. Make sure you have it serviced every year before heating season, and I'll fire it up and watch it run for a bit, make sure everything's working properly. They both have their pros and cons. With the tank, they're less efficient because it's always keeping the water warm. So it comes on when the water temperature starts to drop. With the on-demand, it's only heating the water as the hot water tap is open. They last a little longer. The hot water, the tanks don't last as long, is what I'm trying to say. So these last 10 to 15 years, and the on-demand water heaters are about 15 to 20 years. Usually around 13 to 15 years, they want these replaced. If they do ask you when you get your insurance how old the water heater is, let them know, and they may say they want it replaced. There's some signs of moisture, but that's very typical around this area because we've got the laundry and everything here. But yeah, it doesn't look like there's been a problem here. Piping that was an issue had an aluminum core to it, and it was leaking at the connections. This is not the stuff that it was. The stuff that we don't want to see is Kitech. And there's a couple other manufacturers as well, but this is all good. Okay, so what I'm looking for here is all the wires are the proper size according to the breaker that they're attached to, and any signs of any scorching on any of the wires, any openings in the panel. This one breaker with the test button on it. So that's called an arc fault circuit interrupter, and it detects potential fire hazard in the circuit. So you're supposed to test it once a month just to make sure that the mechanism is working properly. So you just press the test button, and then this will trip, and then you just reset it. If you find a situation where it has tripped and you...
What's it testing again?
It's testing a potential fire hazard in the circuit.
Oh, that's good.
So they started using that. People with cell phone chargers and stuff, there was a lot of fires being started. So they started to add these. It's a useful test. If you find that this is tripped without testing it, before resetting it, I would call an electrician in just to make sure that there's no potential issues in the circuit. You can see I can move it back and forth here. What can happen, there's a wax ring on the floor that seals the toilet so that we don't get a leak. When it moves like that, we can distort the wax ring so that we get leakage. So I'd just recommend removing the toilet, replacing that wax ring, and then resecuring the toilet. Not a bad idea to put like a bead of caulking around the bottom of it, and that'll help keep it secure. So with the gas range, you really want it. You don't want to have a recirculating fan, so it is discharging to the exterior, which is good.